Hi, this is a safe place and this is Tina, and Renee's just popped off to go to use the amenities. She's going to hate me saying that, but I'm all about, this is the truth. And I think I'd like to talk a little bit about the grief that she's experiencing of realising that she needs to let go of her family, because I think this is something that trauma survivors have to endure at some point in time in their recovery or healing process, and quite often they have to sacrifice that family belonging connection for the rest of their lives, and it can leave you feeling, again, it's all about identity. Trauma reshapes or changes who you could have been, and letting go of that idea and of the notion that you could have been healthy is one thing, but then having to deal with the family repercussions of that can be quite another. And it can, you lose your anchor. We were talking about family being an anchor for us in society. So family, traditionally, we're led to believe, are our safe place. They're the place that we can know that we are safe, that we belong to, that they have to accept us because we're all blood, but that's not always the case. I know there have been a lot of children who have been sexually abused by members of the family and have come out and referred, and either people have not dealt with it at all because it's too hard, or they've told them they don't believe them, or some people believe and some don't, which really fractures the family because someone's then demonized, and that's hard. And it's grieving and letting go of that connection to family, which is really, really impossible, but it has to happen if you're to be healthy and return yourself to health, I think. We talk a lot here about different aspects of healing and of trauma survival and all the rest of it, and it's always good to get some feedback. And I was talking to someone that watched one of our videos, the one where I was talking about the way society demonises pedophiles, and I think she said that really triggered her because of her own family situation, and I think the same thing can happen. It really does come back down to, we need to be compassionate towards one another. Someone can make big damaging mistakes that really impact people within a family, and obviously then they need to leave the family. It's sad though when the victims are the ones that have to leave the family, I guess, and lose that support. I don't know where that's going. That was all a bit over the place. I think the basic thing is, sometimes in life, our blood family, the family we are born into, is not necessarily the best fit for us. And I think it becomes important, imperative even, that we find that sense of connection and belonging and family elsewhere, and that we then practice gratitude for what we have created for ourselves, because when people choose to take you in and adopt you as part of their family, that's a huge blessing, and it enables you to, in time, develop those strong connections as if you were born into the family. And I think that's really important. Is it the same? I think I'd be lying if I said it was. It never would be, but realistically the disconnection in the original birth family unit is not healthy either. So do you really lose out? I think we all expect that we're going to be surrounded and enveloped by love our whole lives, and that's not always the truth. We've got dark times in our lives, and finding a support network that can help you through that is imperative for your own healing process, and I think you've got to try and do it. And reach out for support from different people. So sometimes people rely on one person to be their support network, and that doesn't always work. It puts a lot of pressure on that one person, and also it's not getting you well-rounded support. I think we all heal in different ways at different times, and the broader the support network you can create for yourself, the better. Anyway, I think it's all ultimately about surrendering to something higher, and that doesn't have to be religious. It can be just the knowledge that you will survive and that you're okay. I wish you the best on your healing journey, and I hope that you trust that you will be okay. I am very happy in my life now, and it's taken me a long time to get there. I'm quite old these days. Still got lots of aging to do, but I think it's really, really important to own where you're at and be honest and be authentic, and that comes down to doing what you need to do, and that's not always serving everyone else's needs, but it's important that you look after your needs in the healing process first. And if people call you selfish, that's on them. You're not responsible for that response. Sorry, the thing's saying that we're on low battery, so I apologise for that. It's important to stand in your truth. Do what you need to do, so long as it doesn't hurt other people physically. Like, so don't abuse other people. But if you need to cancel an engagement, or you need to just sit at home and sleep, then own that. If you need to go and get a doctor to help you through some of that stuff, then do that. Don't sit and think that you have to be proud and have to be knowing everything and doing everything. You don't. That's a misnomer that society puts on us, and it's ridiculous. Do what you need to do. You will heal. Life does get better the harder you work through it. Well, not necessarily the harder, but if you work through it, life gets better, and you end up creating a life that you're proud of, and you become a person that you love, and that self-love, vital. Have a great day.